Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again in Ballroom Ambaruk Hotel Yogyakarta. And this is our closing meeting of 38th Asia Conference, Asian Railways Connecting Asian Economic Community.
May we now invite the chairman of the 38th ASEAN Railway CEO Conference, Mr. Didi Hartantio, and vice chairman of 38th ASEAN Railway CEO Conference, Lieutenant Colonel Dato Haji Sarbini Tijan, for the delivery of adoption of report. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Good afternoon, dear fellow railwaymen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank to the drafting committee and secretariat staff for the effort and dedication to produce the draft report within a limited time. May I suggest the floor to go over the report page by page to see if there would be any further addition. Please. Let's start with page 1.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Seng Lam Yin from Myanmar Railway. Would like to propose that the report be adopted.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I, Sonsak Noyansana, from Ministry Public Work and Transport, Rail Railway Department, would like to the second the motion.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I now announce the adoption of the 38th ASEAN CEO Conference report. Moving on to the agenda, may I invite the floor to propose and second the date and venue of the 39th ASEAN Railway CEOs Conference.
Mr. Chairman, I, Han Yu Quỳnh from Vietnam Railways, would like to propose that the next meeting will be held in Malaysia 2017.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On behalf of Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad, Malaysia, I would like to second the motion and feel honor to be the next host of the 39 ASEAN CEO Railway Conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice Chairman, for the positive response. Now, I give the floor to Master of Ceremony to proceed with the procession of the closing ceremony. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman Mr. Didi Hartantio and Vice Chairman Lieutenant Colonel Dato Haji Sarbini Tijan. May we give a round of applause for the adoption of report, ladies and gentlemen, of the 38th ASEAN Railways CEO Conference.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, right after this we will have closing ceremony.
Indeed.
So let us
Begin. We invite you to stay on your seats as we begin the closing ceremony of the 38th ASEAN Railways CEO Conference. We also invite now the chairman and the vice chairman of the conference to step down the stage and be seated amongst our audience today as we begin the main ceremony of the closing of the 38th ASEAN Railways CEO Conference, ladies and gentlemen.
Dear all delegates, we have just accomplished the 38th ASEAN Railway CEOs Conference here in Yogyakarta, Indonesia, which have been held since 18 until 20 October 2016. And now, for closing procession, please welcome our Master of Ceremony.
all right.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all distinguished guests. Once again, welcome to the closing ceremony, 38th Asian Railway CEO Conference, Asian Railways Connecting Asian Economic Community.
And as always, it is our honor to greet and say welcome to our guest of honor this afternoon, the Director General of Railways of the Ministry of Transportation of the Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Prasetyo Budi Cahyono.
And also for all boards of directors, board of commissioners of PT Kereta Api Indonesia Persero.
And also we greet our heads of delegates from all participating ASEAN member states, saying good afternoon to the delegates of Indonesia, Mr. Didi Hartantio.
Head of Delegate from Malaysia, Lieutenant Colonel Dato' Haji Sarbini Tijan.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the heads of delegates of Lao PDR, Mr. Sonesak and Nansana.
Head of Delegate from Myanmar, Thurain Win.
And also head of delegates from Vietnam, Mr. Ngo Chau Van.
And also Mr. Chan Samling as head of delegate from Cambodia.
And of course, everyone in the audience, all delegates of the 38th ASEAN Railway CEO Conference. May we give the biggest round of applause for everyone who are still with us today here in Yogyakarta, Indonesia.
Of course, and during these 3 days, there are so many agenda that we done. And of course, we are really hope that after you back to your home country, then you will give a very nice story.
Bringing sweet memories from Yogyakarta. They've actually city toured the Yogyakarta municipality, visiting the craft center of silver as well as batik.
And then some of our delegates also had an experience playing golf in Merapi volcano.
Merapi volcano, and indeed also visiting areas outside of Yogyakarta special region, such as the industry of trains or railways of PT Inka in Madiun, Central Java.
And also visiting Railways Museum in Ambarawa, Central Java.
So plenty of great destinations already visited by our delegates. And this is it, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the closing ceremony of the 38th ASEAN Railways CEO Conference. We begin in line with the Javanese traditions, bringing along the core puppetries of shadows of Yogyakarta for the closing ceremony of the 38th ASEAN Railways CEO Conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the processing of closing ceremony 38th Asian Railways CEO Conference, Asian Railways Connecting Asian Economic Community.
momentarily to join everyone up on the stage as a part of the closing procession.
Here they are, 7 beautiful princes from the Sultanate Kingdom Palace. And our brigade of soldiers bring the paintings that will be given by them to our head of delegates.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome all the 7 characters of shadow puppetry of Indonesia, Hanuman and our beautiful princesses with the white canvas, may we now invite heads of delegates from participating ASEAN member state to please draw on the white canvas. First inviting head of delegates of Indonesia, Mr. Didi Hartantio. Please draw on a piece of the white canvas of our first princess and Hanuman for the first one. Please draw
Please
now,
draw.
sir.
Yeah. And the drawings will be continued by our professional artists. And you can see the final project of this painting.
Yes. Head of Delegates of Indonesia, Mr. Didi, please draw on the canvas now. We invite you. This is a symbol of participation, ladies and gentlemen, from Indonesia by the head of delegates, Mr. Didi Hartantio.
The second one, we would like to invite the head of delegate from Malaysia, Lieutenant Colonel Dato Haji Sarbini Tijan, to come up on the stage and do the drawings to the white canvas picked by our little Hanuman.
Indeed.
Very cute.
Very exciting. All the little boys dressed as Hanuman. Another drawing now.
And don't worry to draw anything you like, ladies and gentlemen, as head of delegates will draw in this white canvas. But
Yes.
then later our professional artists will continue it.
Indeed. So this is just the beginning lines of a beautiful picture by our heads of delegates. And now inviting head of delegates from Lao PDR, Mr. Sonsak and Nansana, please.
Well, actually, ladies and gentlemen, if you are very curious to know what is the result, how will be the result, and then you can see it in our farewell.
Okay. So our Master of Arts will put together all the drawings into one beautiful painting. And now inviting heads of delegates from
Myanmar, Mr. Turain Wayne, to put the drawings into the white canvas.
May we welcome with a round of applause Mr. Turen Win, head of delegates from Myanmar, ladies and gentlemen. Delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we inform you that all of our colleagues and friends from Thailand have departed back to their home country. But we are delighted to inform you that the head of delegates of Thailand, Mr. Boravut Mala, earlier today had made his drawing on a piece of canvas. We have the footage for you on the big screen.
Here it is.
Head of
Mr.
delegates of Thailand.
Yeah, Mr. Farafut Mala had done it before earlier. our little Hanuman again to put the first drawing to the canvas.
Energetic Hanuman boy. Another drawing now from head of delegates of Vietnam, Ngo Chau Man. Thank you very much, Honorable. Beautiful line indeed. And last, definitely not least, we invite head of delegate of Cambodia, Mr. Chan Samleng, please. Delegates of participating ASEAN member states by head of delegate of Cambodia. Concluding our drawing sessions on white canvases by heads of delegates. May we give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for all heads of delegates. And thank you very much, our beautiful princesses and our gorgeous Hanuman.
Yes, but for head of delegates, please remain on the stage. Para Hanuman dan Putri Cantik kami persilahkan untuk
Kita
bisa
silakan
kembali.
untuk kembali ke tempat. Heads of delegates, we now proceed to the signing of conference report. We know that all the results from the 3 days deliberations here in Yogyakarta have resulted into conference reports that have been agreed upon by all delegates in the conference.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, the conference will be end soon.
Yes.
But tonight we still have an agenda, so we really hope that you will still stay here until 9.
Indeed. Of course, the conference report, which will be signed by our heads of delegates, depicts all the hard works of deliberations, which will hopefully bring over a better future for the railways systems in all ASEAN countries and the better cooperations in welcoming ASEAN economic communities, which started earlier this year.
Okay.
And while our colleagues are setting up the table and the reports to be signed, we now invite our heads of delegates to please now take your seats before the signing table. We now invite all heads of delegates from Indonesia, Malaysia, Laos, PDR, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Cambodia to please be seated.
So earlier before, the head of delegates from Thailand has signed the
Conference report. And now may we please request all of our honorable heads of delegates to sign the reports. Baik, putri-putri cantik boleh membantu menggeserkan berkas dokumen untuk ditandatangani. All the 7 signatures of our heads of delegates, ladies and gentlemen, illustrates the agreement of the 3-day conference of ASEAN Railways CEO, improving the cooperations between all ASEAN member states.
Yeah, Mas Rahmat, during these 3 days, they have been discussed so many things, and we are consider it as a very nice plan and very good plan for the future in Asian countries. And next year, there still will be this kind of conference.
Yes, the next ASEAN Railway CEO conference.
the next country in 2017?
We will reveal in just a few moments, Santi. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us in just a few moments while the rest of our signees took part in the signing process of the conference report. All delegates, of course, wish for the betterment and the improvement of the cooperations for railway systems in the future of ASEAN as one of the core transportation lines for many aspects of life, economic, socials, politics, even culture.
And also education, don't forget.
Indeed. And of course, the 7 signatures are now being signed. Thailand earlier, the heads of delegates have signed the report during the day before leaving Yogyakarta. Let's have a final look at the conference. Have they all been signed? Ladies, sudah tangan semua? Putri cantik, sudahkah semua lengkap tanda tangan kita?
Dipastikan sudah?
Baik. A
Baik.
round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All the conference reports have been signed. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
38 ASEAN Railway CEO Conference for the agreement. And thank you very much, heads of delegates. All heads of delegates, we invite you to please take your seats back down on the floor. But for the heads of delegates of Malaysia, Lieutenant Colonel Dato' Haji Sarbini Tijan, please stay with us on the stage for your remarks. We now invite all heads of delegates. Thank you very much, Honorables. We invite you to take your seats back amongst our audience on the floor.
Accept Mr. Colonel Dato' Haji Sarbini Tijan. Please remain on stage. Thank you very much.
So the agreements have been reached, ladies and gentlemen. And the podium is now up on the stage. We now invite Head of Delegate of Malaysia, Lieutenant Colonel Dato' Haji Sarbini Tijan, to deliver the remarks on behalf of the host of 2017's 39th ASEAN Railway CEO Conference. May we welcome him with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of KTMB Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad, I would like to welcome all ASEAN Railways to Malaysia for the 39 ASEAN Railway CEOs Conference in 2017. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Indonesian Railway (PTKI) for organizing a fruitful and successful conference. Many areas has been explored and at this conference for us to further strengthen our cooperation towards creating a united and prosperous Asian community. We will take back with us a wealth of information and knowledge to be used in our individual organization. And once again, I hope to see you all in Malaysia next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Head of Delegates of Malaysia. Also the Vice Chairman of the 38 RCO or ASEAN Railway CEO Conference, who will be the host for next year's conference. May we now invite Dato' to please be seated down on the floor as our colleagues will clear up the stage of the tables and chair. Congratulations,
Congratulations!
Malaysia! We can't wait to be in Malaysia next year.
the 39th Asian
ASEAN
Railway
Railway
CEO Conference.
Will we be there? Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But all members of delegates today will all be seeing each other again for a better and much more enthusiastic participations for the conference.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite the second remarks that will be delivered by the head of delegates from Indonesia, Mr. Didi Hartantio.
Fellow Chief Executive Officers, distinguished delegates, observers, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of the fruitful conference. I wish to take this opportunity to thank all of Chief Executive Officers and executives from PT Kereta Api Indonesia, Lao Railways, Kereta Api Tanah Malaysia, Melayu Berhad Malaysia, Myanmar Railways, State Railway of Thailand, Vietnam Railways, and Railway Department of the Ministry of Public Works and Transport of Cambodia for the participation and amicable exchange of knowledge, experience, and ideas, and also good times. My appreciation also goes to our working staff to make this conference successful, to celebrate as well as to bid other goodbye. You are all invited to farewell gala dinner this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again for Mr. Didi Hartantio as the head of delegate of Indonesia for the closing remarks.
The closing remarks will be delivered now by the Director General of Railways of the Ministry of Transportation of the Republic of Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Honorable Prasetyo Budi Cahyono.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable CEOs of Asian Railways, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me standing here in front of the great people who has important role in the success of railways in ASEAN. Member of countries at the end of the 38th ASEAN Railways CEO Conference. On behalf of Government Republic of Indonesia, my best appreciate goes to you all of participants of the conference who has shared all their best knowledge, experiences, ideas, thoughts, and visions for the better railways development in ASEAN. In particular, I was informed that the 3 days conference has successfully initiated an action plan to explore a closer and real collaboration among the Asian railway operation. Congratulations. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I also take this opportunity to reiterate that ASEAN Economic Community has been us as close friends, brothers, family, and strategic partners among Asian railways operating companies. This is one of our big challenges to be implemented. The development of ASEAN railways industry, ASEAN railways technology, and ASEAN railways connectivity are now in our hand. Of course, the government of the Republic of Indonesia gives support to PT Kereta Api Indonesia Persero to explore future partnership with its in ASEAN railways sector. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to convey my highest appreciation to congratulate to the President Director of PT Kereta Api Indonesia Persero and his entire staff who has successfully organized this event. Let me once again wish that the 38th ASEAN Railway CEOs Conference and next conferences will bring better prospect for ASEAN transport sector development. In the future, in particularly railway sector, as stipulated this year theme of conference, ASEAN Railways Connecting ASEAN Connectivity Economic Community. Last but not least, I would like to declare that the 38th ASEAN Railway CEOs Conference is officially closed. See you next year in Malaysia. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prasetyo Budi Cahyono, as the Director General of Railways Ministry of Transportation, for delivering the closing remarks.
Indeed.
So,
Have we
after
come to a
this-
close?
Yeah.
Not yet. In a little bit more.
In a little bit
Ladies and gentlemen,
more.
that's right. In line with the traditions
Yeah.
of the ASEAN Railway CEO, we will now proceed to the processions of handover from the current host to next year's host.
So,
We do it in the Javanese traditions. Let's invite again our Bergodo soldiers from the Sultan's Palace and our beautiful princess for the handover procession.
here it is, the flag of RCU.
Or
Brought-
ASEAN Railway CEO.
Yeah, brought by the princess and our brigade soldier will be given by head of delegates from Indonesia to head of delegates from Malaysia as the host country for 39th Asian Railways CEO Conference in 2017. So ladies and gentlemen, allow us to invite Mr.
Didi Hartantio, Head Delegate of Indonesia and Head Delegate of Malaysia, Lieutenant Colonel Dato Haji Sarbini Tijan. The handover, ladies and gentlemen, will be conducted from the current host, Indonesia, to next year's host,
Malaysia.
The flag of ASEAN Railway CEO is now handing over.
Tonight we will have farewell dinner, so make sure that you still be here.
Yes, we invite you all to join the final festivity of the conference. We have great music, we have Santi as well.
Will we have you again?
No. But thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I'm Rahman Idris.
I'm Santi Zaidan.
We hope you enjoyed Yogyakarta. See you all.